Guys, welcome to episode number 9 of the Derby Current Live, and to start off this episode, we're currently 7th in the Premier League. We have got some very important games in this episode, especially the game against Club Bruges, which we have to win, and then we have to win the game against Bayern Munich, and then we're through to the Champions League knockout stage, in theory. So, question I asked you guys in the last episode was whether we do the financial takeover, and I think overall most of you want me to do it. I think it's really pathetic in a way how little amount of money you get on the game. For saying how advanced we are in this career mode now, like we're in the Champions League, and we literally had a net profit of 12 million spent, so it's like we need more money basically. We need to get some higher rated players, so we are going to activate that. Hopefully it goes on to this career mode and not another save that I've got. I've only got one other save, so yeah. Watford to kick off this episode, then Everton at Goodison Park, then against Bruges, and we may get the Chelsea game in, but as always it always depends on whether the scorelines are big or not. So yeah, let's go into the first one against Watford. Looking at the Watford team then, they've gone for Guidi in goal, our former goalkeeper, Gomez, Hoban, Shawcross, don't know who that left back is, Shalabar with Mera, don't know who he is again, Alano, don't know who he is, Bazoa, and Richarlison and Andre Gray. So there's a few players in there that I don't quite know, but still a very good Watford side. Chance here for Watford, and it's in the back of the net at the end of the first half. Do get a goal back. It was a bit of a scramble in the box, just back and forth. Don't know what I was doing there with Max Lowe. I should have just booted it up the line. And we've conceded. I think it is Bazoa, the Dutchman, with the left-footed volley, and it goes into the back of the net. Chance here for Watford. It's in the box with the shot, and in the back of the net, Andre Gray to kick off the second half, either side of the half-time whistle. And they've got themselves into a two-goal lead. Again, just a really good pass there, I must say, from Bazoa, and then just into Gray. Poor defending from me, in fairness. And it's 2-0. Chance here for Watford to make it 3. And I don't know what my keeper's doing there. He's gone to pick it up, and it's completely missed it, and it's 3-0 to Watford. Maybe a goalkeeper is what we need to look at in January, because it's been really poor from both of our keepers. Like, the thing is, if you look at Fontana's stats, he's probably one of the best keepers out there. He's got 92 diving, 91 reflexes and 85 positioning. To like get someone better, I just don't know how we do it. He is traditional, and I generally find acrobatic keepers a little bit better at saving. That's his 4th goal of the season, probably game over now. Chance here for Watford to make it 4. It's passed around and it's in the back of the net. I don't know what's happened this game, but absolutely clinical Bazoa. He must be at least like 82, 83 rated by now. He's obviously very good potential. 2nd goal of the season, both goals come against us, and that's definitely game over. There we go, full time against Watford. A great way to kick off the episode. A 4-0 loss. Not exactly good at all from us. Like, Watford dominated us, and we really didn't create anything at all. We need some strikers. It's as simple as that. We're just not scoring enough. So there we go. There's the financial takeover taking place. We do have 90 million and quite a bit in wages. Now, when you break it down, there's probably about 384 rated signings in there, so it's not really that much money in the grand scheme of things. Still really helpful, obviously, but the players that we are going to look for are going to be on massive wages. Like, I'll just show you, for example, on the transfer hub, the highest rated player that we got, his wage is incredibly high, so and to even convince him to join us, we'll probably have to pay him another 30,000-40,000. So if we look at Savic, for example, he's on, that's kind of a poor example. Van Dijk, for example, he's on 220k wages, so a player of that quality is going to cost us a lot. However, Dolberg would be an interesting choice. He's on super cheap wages and would only cost us 40 mil. There are a few options here for sure that we could look at. I'm sure that release clause is new, I'm pretty sure. That's one thing we could look at. With all this money now, we can just literally buy the player out without having to negotiate a stupid price for him, and we might get a few decent options. But yeah, let me know in the comment section down below who you want me to sign, because we have still got a month until January, so there's plenty of time to scout the players that we need and to bring them into the club. So we have a bit of a decision now. If you look quickly, Everton is next, but then 2 days later we do have Club Bruges, a game we need to win. Now, we haven't been on the best of form in the Premier League recently, so it's whether... because we have to win that game, it's as simple as that. Now, do we play a weak team against Everton, then put all our eggs in one basket against Bruges, and then probably sticking it against Chelsea, a little bit tired, so I think that's what I'll probably do. Into the next game then against Everton. We're still pretty close to the top. We're about 4 points off, so we have got the game in hand as well on Manchester City, and Everton are in 5th, so if we win this game we will narrow the gap to 1 point, so it is kind of a game we do need to win. I'll rest up a few big players, but I will still play a very strong team, and hopefully will be fit for the next game against Bruges, which we have to win. Looking at the Everton team then, they've got Tom Heaton in goal, Cuca Martina at right wing back, Umtiti, Pennington, Funes Mori, Garbett, Williams, I think that's the one from Reading, I might be wrong though, Schneiderlin, Evans and Rashford and Calvert-Lewin up front. Obviously Evans and Calvert-Lewin are going to be a lot higher rated now, so very good team. It's kind of crazy how Rashford is at Everton as well when he's probably about 88 rated by now. Everton on the edge of the box here, they've pulled it into Schneiderlin, pulled it across into the back of the net, and I think it is Calvert-Lewin with the first goal in the game to make it 1-0. Rashford, sorry, to make it 1-0. Into Vidra's path, can he get the shot off? Yes he can, and it's into the back of the net, a great goal. Link up between Ings and the Czech Vidra to make it 1-1, 5 minutes after conceding. Thorne winning the ball back in the midfield, gets it into Ings, pulls it back, left-footed finish, really tight angle, and makes it 1-1. Now to Vidra's path, can he get it back into Schürrle? Yes he can, now with the shot, into the back of the net, Andre Schürrle, really powerful shot to get us back on ahead terms. Like we've not been ahead in a game for so long, and it's good that we are leading now. Nice link-up play, Vidra again involved with the goal, nearly blocked by Funes Mori, but Schürrle managed to get it into the top corner and make it 2-1. Everton on the attack then straight away. Nearly got a foot in with Jeff Hendrick, but he's got the shot off, and a beautiful finish this time from Calvert-Lewin to make it 2-2. Both the strikers on the score sheet, and seems to be quite a thriller so far. 4 goals in 34 minutes. On the edge here to Ings. Now into Bennett. Can he get the shot? Yes he can, in Mason Bennett with the goal in the last 15 minutes to make it 3-2 and to get us into the lead again. I'm really glad that I've put Mason Bennett in a couple of the games recently. I put him in against Villarreal and managed to create that goal to get Lawrence into a great position, and he's got us a goal to potentially win the game against Everton. We need to win. Tan's bringing it forwards, inside to Bennett again. Can he get the goal? Into the top left-hand corner. Mason Bennett makes it 4-2, and he's won us the game. Really good substitution. We've got Tammy down the middle, Ings in behind him, and then Bennett on the right-hand side. He's got that bit of freedom, and he's got a really good finish there to make it 4-2 and to potentially win the game. There we go, full time against Everton, a 4-2 victory in the end. Really needed that win after losing massively against Watford, a great reply. And especially after going 1-0 down in the first 15 minutes, we replied quite quickly, got us into the lead, then they replied. Then Mason Bennett won the game in the last 15 minutes, and yeah, I'm definitely going to involve him a little bit more. Here we are in the game against Bruges. We need to win this game to keep our Champions Cup hopes alive. If we win this game, we go on to 7 points, Villarreal on 6, more than likely going to lose against Bayern, but then we need to beat Bayern in our final game to go through, so it's going to be very interesting, unless Bruges beat Villarreal somehow in their game, but I'd rather keep it in our hands, so just win both the games and we're through. So into the game against Bruges, hopefully we've got a fully fit team. They were really good last time, I must say. We're going to put Lawrence at cam, as he did win the game against Villarreal, of course, and yeah, I don't think we're going to make too many changes. I'm pretty happy with this team. I'm actually going to put Mason Bennett on the bench as an option for Vidra, as he's not too good on fitness. Here we are then in the Champions Cup, second to last game we have. It's a must-win against Bruges. Let's have a look at their team. They've gone for that same 5-2-1-2, which Everton did just play, and we beat them 4-2. So in theory, we should do quite nicely. As again, they've got Vormer, actually. I do know him in the centre mid. Van Aken was quite good in the last game. Same with Vossen and Diaby. But yeah, we need to do a lot better than last time we played Bruges, where we lost 3-0, of course. And we have obviously got Che Adams back. We've got Lawrence in the middle. And hopefully we can win. Into Adams. Can he go around the defence? He's waiting for the run to Lawrence. Not quite dealt with it. Ball goes out to wide to Ox. Into Lawrence with the shot and with the goal. 25 minutes on the clock, and we have got the breakthrough there to make it 1-0. Really important goal. We need to win this game. Tom Lawrence again in the Champions Cup, coming up big and getting the goal. Really nice ball from Ox, I must say. I was debating whether Lawrence was onside or not. Just trying to get it out wide here, then into Ox, then into Lawrence, and it's in the back of the net. Really, really important goal, and fourth goal this season for him in the Champions Cup. Lawrence bringing it forwards here. Loads of space for Ox if I can get it across to him. He's just about done it. Can he get the shot off? Yes, he can, and I have just subbed him off, but I think I'm going to do it anyway because we have got the game against Chelsea in 2 days, so need to rest up some of our bigger players. He hasn't scored many goals for us, but he does make the difference on that right-hand side. But I have just brought on Mason Bennett, of course, who did get a couple against Everton. But yeah, it was massively open at the back from Bruges there, and I've done that about 2 or 3 times in this game, and eventually it worked out, and that's his first goal, and he's just been subbed off. Now into Lawrence, he's pulled it around, into Bennett with the shot, into the back of the net. I thought he was offside for a moment, but he's got himself a couple of goals there on that right-hand side against Everton, and now he's got one in the Champions League. Thrown with the ball into Lawrence, really nice drag back, and then I think it was that number 40 there on the left-hand side who just kept him on. And really clinical finish, I must say. If you look at his stats now, I've kept him in training for a bit, got him to a 76. He's not got amazing shooting stats, he's got very good ball control at 88, but only 76 finishing on him, apparently. But he's putting him away very nicely with a nice bit of pace on. It's through here for Diaby. Definitely don't want to concede, but it's a great save from Fontana. Would be nice to keep the clean sheet, of course. And goal difference, obviously, may come down to it at the end of the day. So it's nice that we've got the 3 goals back that we did concede in the first leg. Ball goes into the back post. Bennett heads it, but it's saved by the keeper. There we go, full time against Bruges. We have won 3-0, the victory that we needed. And a very comfortable one, in fairness. There wasn't many attacks from Bruges, and obviously 3 goals from us. So, a bit of a shame that we couldn't get a goal with Che Adams, but at least we got 3 goals on the score sheet. So it was a draw in the game against Villarreal and Bayern Munich, which kind of the result I didn't want. In a way, I wanted Bayern to beat Villarreal, but we'll have a look at the table. So in the Premier League, we're 7th in the table, 19 points, only 1 point technically off Manchester City in 4th, so not doing too bad. We're only, in theory, only 9 points off the top of the table as well, so if we go on a good run, you never know, we might be back in the title race. Looking at the Champions Cup then, we are currently in 2nd on goal difference, I think, because we've scored an extra goal. I don't know, we're on the same goal difference though as Villarreal, so in theory, if Villarreal win there, this is going to be really complicated, because if Villarreal basically win better, then we win better against Bayern Munich. So if they win 2-0 and we only win 1-0, Villarreal will go through. So this is really, really tight. It's kind of lucky in a way that we did score 3 goals in the last game against Bruges. It would have been nice if we got a point in the other game against Bruges, but that's football at times. And yeah, we're going to have to beat Bayern Munich quite nicely. If not, Bruges can win and make it a lot easier for us. Yeah, hopefully you guys did enjoy this episode. It's going to be really interesting, the next one, to see whether we do qualify for the knockout stage or not. It is against Bayern Munich at home. That's the little tiny... We were just home against Bruges and it was quite comfortable. Maybe it'll be an easy one again. We'll never know. But we'll have to wait and see in the next episode. Let me know any signings you want me to make. Obviously, there's only a month now until January, where we have got quite a bit of money to spend. About 70 million to be precise. And yeah, I'm not 100% sure who I want up front, but we definitely need a striker, that's for sure. Now, one thing we could do is get someone like Mo Salah, stick him on the right-hand side, move Ox into the middle, maybe. But yeah, I think Salah would be an interesting one. He was suggested a while back. Same with Kasper Dolberg. He's on a very short contract as well, so I do need to wrap this up quite quickly before we go into the January window. Maybe we need something at the back. Maybe something like Joel Matip would help out. Not the best of acceleration, but obviously very good tackling stats. And maybe Marco Reus. You never know. He's quite old. He's getting towards the end of his career. He might just want to come to Derby and give us a chance. But yeah, hopefully you guys did enjoy this episode. Leave some comments down below on any players you want me to sign. And see you soon. Bye.